So, hello again. Today, me, Pranas, and my colleague Thomas will share the newest details of our recent firmware update. I believe you will have plenty of questions, so please write them down in Q&A section. And I hope you all are ready to find out what the new features RutOS 7.1 update brings. So, let's get started. Nothing stands still, and we are also constantly working on our firmware improvements to keep our devices up to date and give them new functionalities. As I spoke in my previous webinars about security, software updates are very important and you should never underestimate them. Software updates are vital to ensure high-level security, optimize performance, and enhance user experience. We know the importance of the constant updates, so today I would like to present the newest RutOS update. And what's the most important with the RutOS 7.1 update, all our gateways and routers get the same version of RutOS. Let's go over the most exciting news behind the latest version of Teltonika network software. The last firmware update unlocked the full potential of RutOS for Root 9 family routers. It made possible for Root 9 devices join a group of RootX, Root 3, and TRBCR products. So now, with RutOS 7.1 update, our all-time bestseller, Root 240, is joining our other products. This update is significant to Root 2 series device because it will level up a lot of its functionalities and transition the UI into familiar one from RootX devices. This update will bring a lot of new features like introduce DNP3 support, hotspot update, Modbus data send update, firewall configuration update, and many more. Full list of changes can be found in Teltonika Networks Wiki. Features were previously requested by our clients, and what's the most important part for us? We are taking into account our partner needs. From now on, all devices will be on the same platform, and this will enable more streamlined firmware updates. Root 240 will receive OpenWRT and kernel updates simultaneously with all other products that are using RutOS. So users may expect a new upgraded, more interactive UI, faster and more fluid performance, and multiple new features to enable even more streamlined applications and business opportunities. And another great feature is also brought to Root 240. With the recent firmware, Root 240 gets important security update, which previously was found only in Root 9 series devices, and it's Secure Boot. However, the same as with Root 9 series devices, it will not become immediately available to all the Root 2 routers. Secure Boot functionality requires a specialized hardware to be mounted into the device. And in a few words, Secure Boot makes sure that only authorized manufacturer firmware can be booted on the device, and that firmware has not been altered or modified by any malicious third party or process. If you would like to have more information on how Secure Boot works, please check our security webinar, which can be found in our website and YouTube channel. And to order device with Secure Boot feature, please contact your sales manager. I believe that all of you know that our routers were able not only to share Wi-Fi for the clients, but also work in station mode as a client. However, this functionality had quite limited and not so convenient way to use. So we have updated and improved this feature to offer the most convenient user experience and make it possible to use in various solutions. Now you may enjoy Wi-Fi station priority configuration support on any device running RutOS. With priority support, you may add a list of Wi-Fi stations and enable the router to choose the best available option automatically according to predefined criteria. How this feature could be useful for you? From now on, you can just easily upload a list of available Wi-Fi access points, and root device will be connected to these devices by priority list strictly. This feature becomes a convenient tool when root devices repeatedly connect into several Wi-Fi networks and you do not have to assign preferred SSID manually. And an excellent example of possible application scenario is an intercity bus going through various stations. Buses are full of equipment which contains and generates various kinds of data. This data have to be downloaded and uploaded regularly. So while on the road, the router uses 4G to supply network connectivity for the ticketing terminal, hotspot, and other devices as needed. However, some files for digital signage, multimedia, passenger information system, or security cameras takes a huge amount of data and still have to be re-uploaded or downloaded regularly. To do it using mobile network can be very expensive. To reduce mobile data usage, all this data transfer could be done via Wi-Fi in bus station terminal. When a bus comes to the terminal, route would connect to predefined bus terminal's Wi-Fi, and all the data will be transferred through this network. Without multi-Wi-Fi station priority configuration, devices would be trying to connect only to the single configured network, and to act in different way, manual configuration is needed. So whenever the bus comes to one of the stations, it automatically switches the connection to a known Wi-Fi network. The router's SCA list includes SSDs of Wi-Fi networks across all bus stations on the way. It predefines which network the bus will connect for data exchange, resulting in optimal connectivity and reducing data costs. And from now on, RutOS supports the wireless mesh 802.11s standard. We have been offering mesh functionality for a while, but the latest update will simplify its configuration. Wireless mesh provides a faster alternative to connect various wireless devices to the network without setting up infrastructure. Operating on layer 2, 802.11s standard allows the nodes to see each other like plugged into a switch. Mesh networks are valued for reliability, resilience, and simple management. They are most often used in enterprise, hospitality, or industrial environments. Mesh networks becomes convenient tool for IT administrators because of their easy configuration applicable to multiple devices at once and self-healing properties. However, for a quick transition between wireless access points, fast roaming is a must. 802.11r standard is an amendment for the previous 802.11s that allows seamless connection continuity of wireless client motion. It enables quick and accessible client transition from one access point to another. The connection switches to an alternative access point based on the distance instead of a network load. Whenever the wireless device moves too far from the access point, it connects to another one that becomes closer at the time. However, the process happens so quickly that it does not affect the connection and the users do not notice the switch happening. Wireless fast roaming is a perfect option for enterprise entities with many employees using various wireless devices. It helps ensure that they enjoy the same high quality connection, even then moving around different office areas. Generally, fast roaming is a great tool to provide smooth Wi-Fi experience in an establishment, taking on large areas like shopping malls, airports, event venues, and many other public places. But not so rarely, even in the tech reviews or tutorial videos, wireless mesh and fast roaming functionalities are still mixed. So to make it clear, my colleague Thomas will explain the difference.
Thank you, Pranas. So to visualize and show the difference between wireless mesh and fast roaming, analyze several examples. And at first, let's look at a wireless mesh option. Let's understand who mostly benefits from each protocol. And for example, wireless mesh is the beneficial for IT administrators, solution integrators, or again, field engineers who are responsible to give and cover the network with wireless connectivity. And just to visualize easier, let's say we have a network of routers, which are again spread in the field. And again, they can see and communicate with each other. Of course, one of these routers is placed in very convenient way where it has internet connectivity, wired or mobile, doesn't matter. And it will be our main, which I will mark it as yellow just to get track where everything happens. With wireless mesh, we can reduce installation time and complexity in the first place, since we do not need to have cables for each router communication and to get that similar communication like they all be connected to switch. It's easy to cover big areas, since with Wi-Fi communication, you can put the router in the place where you need and not where you can. And of course, you don't have to worry about the configuration errors, since routers automatically detect each other when you first configure them. You have to push only one same configuration to each device, and from that point, wireless mesh takes place and automatically creates necessary links and monitors its health. Of course, in case of failure, for example, one router gets rogued, and this can be happened by some kind of force majeure situation like flooding of that device or something else, and it cannot be used anymore in mesh since it does not have Wi-Fi communication anymore. In this case, you can see that one device in our network does not have internet communication, and all clients connected to this exact device won't be able to access internet. However, in all days, this would require to send field engineer to reconfigure that last router. With wireless mesh, automatic and healing, it will be done quickly and seamlessly. And the third device will be just rerouted through other device in the whole mesh network. With mesh, it is easy and simple to ensure connectivity in large areas. And of course, you don't need to have a huge team which constantly monitors what is happening with the wireless communication. Now, let's look to fast roaming and who benefits from it. And different than Wi-Fi mesh, the fast transition or roaming protocol is beneficial for the users. And of course, mostly for those who are using internet for live streaming, or the use case requires uninterrupted communication. And examples can be like voice over IP calls, conference calling, live video streaming, and even autonomous forklifts in manufacturing who pushes goods from one part of the manufacturing to other. And of course, there's many more applications for such scenario. This protocol allows to reduce authentication time and not hang on poor access point if there are one with better level signals. With fast roaming, it is easy to ensure a high communication quality in building without noticing hiccups during transition, since again, that reduced transition time. And of course, client devices must support fast roaming protocol. But again, most likely you are covered in that, since most modern devices hardware already support this protocol. And lastly, most of the time, these two protocols are used in tandem, and most of the consumers say that they are one and the same thing. So just to make it clear, the Wi-Fi mesh is used to configure wireless network and ensure communication health and accessibility, while fast roaming is used by the clients of the wireless network, whom are constantly moving, and high quality Wi-Fi is a must in this case.
I believe now it's way clearer what is main differences between these technologies, and in the future we lower the chance to mix them. The next feature is a simple network management protocol that enables remotely monitor connect devices within a network. SNMP is not new to RutOS, but we have extended its capabilities by adding input-output support. Now, besides watching over various other parameters via SNMP, you may also check the status of inputs-outputs. The information is conveyed in real time, and you may also set up alerts for specific events. That can be especially handy in factory automation solutions where many machines, including legacy ones, use inputs-outputs for control and communication. And for example, if any of your monitor equipment is overheating or have stopped working, alert could be sent via input to be monitored with SNP help. Security has always been an area of primary focus for us. We have already been offering an extensive list of available VPN services, including OpenVPN, Zero Tier, IPSEC, WireGuard, GRI, and various others. This time, by request from our clients, we have decided to add yet another option for our users, and it's Ting. This VPN daemon uses tunneling and encryption to create a secure private network between hosts on the internet. Appearing to the IP-level network code as a standard network device, it does not require any adaptation with existing software. This VPN is a better fit for more advanced users since it does not have a web interface yet. And IPSEC is one of the few most popular VPN tunnels protecting data exchange by using cryptographic security services. However, this process results in overhead added to each packet entering the tunnel. This requires higher bandwidth than the actual packet size to get through the IPsec tunnel. We are constantly working on our device improvements, and we put efforts to make our devices as convenient to use as possible. So with the latest update, we have more than double the IPsec throughput for RutOS serial routers. And this newest improvement means that our users do not need to compromise performance over security and may enjoy both. Events reporting allows configuring rules and get informed via SMS or email when certain events occur on the device. There are two significant updates to events reporting: new Wi-Fi client report and another one, Topology state report. The first one is called New Wi-Fi Client, and its name suggests what this event report is for. This feature allows monitoring new clients and analyzing publicly available Wi-Fi. It may sound as a simple feature to find out if your neighbor is stealing your Wi-Fi or any of your employees are connecting their own devices to company Wi-Fi. But the statistics tell something different. In 2021, there was 600% increase in cyber attacks. And as we know, a considerable part of them happened due to vulnerabilities in Wi-Fi networks. It's a great tool for IT admin and helps handle security threats by ensuring no unauthorized devices can join the network and cause damage. And another convenient feature for the admin is Topology State Report. This feature is added to Root 9, Root 3, and Root 2 series devices and alerts about the changes in the network topology. It is similar to previously discussed one, but is more focused on physical security breaches from within the network. Whenever someone adds or removes a device, this network administrator is notified and can analyze and prevent harm. This feature not only helps to find out security threats if network topology is altered without your knowledge, but also it helps to identify which part of the network is not working properly. And good news to all the German speakers using our devices. After a bit of break, the German language is back to Teltonika Network products. We hope this will enhance the user experience for our German-speaking users. And please note that some newer features may still need a little while to get fully translated, but most of RutOS can already be enjoyed in Dutch. And this is not the end. So, Thomas, will you introduce some more updated features?
Other updates which we have brought to RutOS 7.1 was introducing the rules for failover and load balancing. With this introduction, it allowed ordinary users to simplify advanced configuration and enable decision making on how to shape traffic when failover or load balancing is activated. A good example for this function is routing when public and private traffic must be separated on different WAN interfaces. Remember the use case with intercity buses, where at every bus station in the vehicle integrated router would establish Wi-Fi communication with available local network to upload or download additional data from and to bus. With the help of failover and load balancing rules, user can easily shape traffic and offload data usage from mobile WAN. On top of that, using these rules, it is possible to ensure that security cameras, digital signages, and other non-essential data only pushed to remote servers over station Wi-Fi network. In this way, reducing mobile costs. And of course, lastly, the root OS was updated to the latest stable OpenWRT version 21.02. And with it, we are bringing 5.4 version Linux kernel, numerous fixes and patches to increase device security and of course your solution security, various improvements for different packages, and of course many more. All detailed information about the changes can be located in Teltonika Network's Wiki knowledge base. At this part, we understand that updates is very important from security standpoint, but this update is also a very good news for our advanced users who are developing functionality for our devices with provided software development kits, or simply for those users who wish to install third-party software using OpenWRT package manager or any other source compatible with our devices. So just sure, try it and enjoy.
So thank you very much and have a great day. Bye.
Bye. Have a nice day, you all.